residing at a hostel is that you'll always find someone to share your days with. For me and my friend, it was a wonderful group of same-age girls from a bunch of different countries. My favorite one was Maëlle. Maëlle was French. She liked to take pictures and wanted to be an artist. She told me she was traveling around the world to practice her English, but I didn't believe it for a second. Oh, and Maddie. You should have met Maddie. Maddie was the organizer. She was a bright young woman with a wonderful intuition. I loved Maddie. Before we even had our breakfast, the very first morning, she'd already planned the trip of the day. We were heading to St. Peter's Pool. I felt a strong urge to climb, and I made my way to the peak of one of the cliffs. I thought about Buddhism. Everything changes, they say. And before I knew, Maëlle would turn on her speaker and put on La Vie en Rose as we walked homeward with the sun setting behind us.
Je la prends dans mes bras, elle me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Elle me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose.
I was rereading Jack Kerouac's Dharma Bums again, a book about a young man traveling around practicing his Buddhism. It made me feel home, not in the hostel, nor in Malta, but inside. Maëlle took a look at my book and exclaimed, "All the words are written in bold. Everything must be equally important." She would have made for a great Buddhist, Maëlle, but I never told her. There was a wonderful scent of pine trees and salt water. That combination reminded me of mint chocolates for some reason. I built an appetite, jumping around on the rocks, and I went back to prepare a delicious meal at the hostel kitchen. Maddie had another trip for us. This time, we had a ferry to catch. We explored the island of Gozo and ended up on the peak of Malta. From up here, it felt like we could see the whole world. I was so grateful to spend my days with these new friends. They were amazing people. And so the days passed by, waking up, eating food, and doing random stuff with random people at random places. I loved that freedom and spontaneity. Every day would be different, and every day would be the same. I never knew what people I would meet and what sights I would see. So I had a lot of free time. Time to get some dust on my nose. Time to swim. Time to dance, and even time to think, and time to write some of this script. And time to express myself. To really grasp some of the things that happened to me in these days. I made friends. I made discoveries. And I made peace. And eventually came the day when we had to wave goodbye. Going home is often my favorite part of traveling. Not because I don't like traveling, but because it always reminds me of all the things that I take for granted back home. Everything I'm truly looking for is always there, right in front of me. But sometimes it takes a little something to really realize that it was here all along.